had for you as well too is like you do shorts, you know, you do commercial work. And how did you get yourself into a feature? Like, did you just jump into it? Did you realize how long it was going to take the first time you started?
Yeah. So, you know, when right out of college, and I started doing music videos for my classmates who ended up in famous bands. It's like, hey, let's make a movie. And we thought it would be something that would take a year of our life, and when it didn't take a year to make, and so after the first year, I was like, okay, we're not anywhere near finished, because you know, when you start a film and you tell your friends that you're doing this really fun thing, and a lot of friends will say, I'll help, and you think everybody will help, and they will help, but when life calls and people get hungry, they start going to do their real world stuff, and you know, and they start leaving, and that leaves your project unfinished, and that's when you realize that, you know, passion is great, but you need money to pay people to. So that's one of the earlier lessons. Okay, so let's do work so we can start paying people. And after a year of working, and we were nowhere near complete, it was like, do we quit? And then it was, but you know, we've already spent a year, so let's not throw that away. After the second year, it's like, you know, we've spent 2 years and we're still nowhere near complete. Do we quit? But we've spent 2 years already, and 3 and 4, and you know, and 12 years later, we completed a film. So that is not the proper way to do something. So yeah, so it's the only reason we were able to complete our first film. And it's not because we had the patience of a saint. It's mostly because we were very dumb and thinking that, you know, that this is something we could finish. And we were just too naive that we would finish it soon. And it just so, you know, and it's like an anime time skip, and oh, 12 years, and I'll have a white streak on my hair. So it's like, that didn't exist before. So yeah, so it's mostly, you know, a lot of creatives talk about passion, but for us, it was mostly just commitment to, passion died out at like 3 months in. So it was really like, let's finish this. So we were able to, but not because we had the wills of steel. It was just too stupid to realize that what we were doing was gonna take that long.
Yeah, I think that's part of life, you know. You notice that a lot of times people do things that other people like, whoa, how did you do it? It's mainly because the same thing you said, you know, we didn't realize we couldn't. But in this particular case as well too, I love how you're talking about, you know, passion dies down really quickly, especially if you're starting something that can take that long. And in the beginning, you kind of feel, oh, you know, it's gonna be 3 years, it's gonna be 4 years, it's not gonna be that long, and then suddenly it just trails off in a way. Yeah. What did you learn about that process, about yourself and your team? How many people worked on this together?
We have a core team of 5 people, and you know, it's like watching people on a time lapse, because I hired them straight out of college, and now they have children and houses. So yeah, what did I learn? I don't know, really. I'm too, it's at many times, I think at many times, because I'm running a small studio, at many times I've been asked to scale up. I've been invited, you know, like there are people been interested to put money in the studio, do more commercial work, do more advertising work, scale up. But I was always sure that I never want to chase overhead. I don't want to have 50 people working for us, and then I'm always worried about meeting everyone's salaries. We're able to do these stupid things of chasing films, of hoping to make feature films, is because we don't have a big overhead, and we're only we operate out of a kitchen of a small office space. We didn't move to the business district like you know, at many stages. And I always look at like my peers, and because I work with other post-production houses as a director, and I always go to their offices and you know, and work there because they'd hire me. And I'd always wonder if I made the right choice, because, you know, it's nice that I was like, hey, we all started out at the same time, and you guys have swanky, nice offices in the business district, and we're operating out of a kitchen with 2 dogs. But yeah, but at least we're not you know, we're not chasing overhead. And if anything, I guess the pandemic, we're able to adapt to the pandemic very quickly because we didn't have to worry about so many people. So I don't know, dumb luck really. It's really just that things fell into place. But yeah.